new location just like we are.
Exactly. Oh, we have so much to talk about tonight. We're going to try and keep it brief, straight to the point. But just want to touch bases on some things that we've missed over the last few months. The girls has been doing a lot, especially Maddie. I want to do a big shout out to Maddie. Congratulations. She won the People's Choice Award.
Did she?
Yes, you didn't know?
I didn't know.
Girl. Oh, man.
Asleep.
Oh, apparently. Anyway, congratulations, Maddie. We're so very proud of you. So awesome. That's great. So we're going to keep trucking along. We know that Chloe just wrapped up a movie that she was doing. So, and we know that beginning of this season, they're talking about Maddie is in a movie. So let's get started. Just want to briefly talk to you about Girls Talk, No Moms Allowed. What do you think about that?
I thought that was interesting. I really liked how this time it seemed more personal. Because the questions in this time on Girl Talk were a little more harder. That makes any sense. Because they asked about Kalani, like when some of Abby's accusations, like, would you really pick any other mom? And Kalani's like, I love my mom. She's my best friend.
Yeah.
That's kind of a question you're just like, did you really ask that question type thing? But you never know. Some people might say, well, yeah, because you never know what answer you can get. I think the fact that they went there, and they went there with a couple of different things, I thought was very interesting. I really liked it. And I like to see the side of JoJo when she's a little more sensitive. The thing when they did with the girl who the girl whose wish was to meet them, and it was really personal for JoJo, and that touched my heart.
I did. I like that too. I thought that being able to see, because JoJo has a really thick skin, and we've seen that throughout the seasons, how Abby is really hard on her and the things that she says to her, and even the girls. I think can be extremely hard on JoJo, but to see the sensitivity, and I'm just praying for her grandmother because God's able and He can heal her. So I'm praying for your grandma, JoJo. Really help things
here too.
Yeah,
because that made me sad.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to jump into the topic of the episode, but just because this is on the same topic of the episode, when they were. In the beginning of the episode, you see that Jill and Kendra are having problems already right off the bat with Abby.
Well, as you said, let's just go ahead and jump into it. Let's just jump into episode 1. Came on right after Girl Talk came on. So you see, as Shalisha said, beginning of the episode, there's obviously a difference in opinion than it was last season with Jill and Abby. So tell me what you think about it. What did you get from it? Well, let's just set it up real quick. They come in and obviously, everyone's there except for Maddie. Maddie's on set in New York, filming a movie. Mm-hmm. And congratulations, Maddie. That's an awesome opportunity.
I want to film a movie too. Shout out. Information will be in the description box. Shoot me an email.
Me too. I ain't mad at you. Anyway, Maddie shooting the movie. They set it up. Jill sets up that she has bypassed a lot of opportunity this summer for Kendall to do things because Abby, she's loyal to Abby, and Abby particularly doesn't want her to do different things. So Abby, Melissa talks about how Maddie and Mackenzie has been so busy this summer with all these different jobs and so forth and so on. Mm-hmm. So anyway, she comes in and Abby sets up the pyramid. No one's on top because they lost last year, and she pretty much says that she feels like they lost because they got away from technique and dancing and all the other stuff that they were doing. So this season, she said no other activities. Mm-hmm. Really? Wait a minute, what? So the first thing that Jill says is, so if there's no other activities, then
where's Maddie at?
Why is Maddie allowed to do the movie? Not to get her wrong, she's not saying that she's not happy. She's just saying that
it seems double standard. It's a double standard.
Exactly, and that's what she was saying.
And then Abby's excuse was she's a dancer in the movie, so it's like she's playing a dancer, so it's kind of like the same thing.
The same old, Maddie just covering. Same old. Abby's just covering up for Maddie, and so forth and so on. Well, let's move on. The moms are sort of, upset because. Abby is not allowing the kids to do any other activities, and they feel like it's a double standard, which it is. But then she has a surprise, and the person that's replacing Maddie is Brian is an amazing dancer, beautiful technique. So I do think that's a great choice.
Yeah, but I see what Kendall talked about. Kendall said, because I kind of had Kendall's opinion too. If it had been me, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, if we had to do something and you call like Jalen in to do it instead of me, I've been like, I mean, your daughter for 18 years and you.
Well, and I get
and
it.
Then Kendall was like, we've been here for 6 years. She just brought Brim back in here. Like, for why?
Exactly, and I get it, and that's the reason why they had to blow up Jill and them, is because here comes Bren, and I've been here working my tail off, being taught by you. This new person comes in from another studio,
That's been
and
taught by somebody else.
Jill going, and Jill comes out. Jill came out, and she said to Abby, she was like, she wants you to manage her. And she was like, well, she's not dedicated enough. Jill, I think she needs to be dedicated enough. She was in ballet the other night, and she was horrible. And then Jill gets really angry, and she was like, that's it. Come on, Kendall, let's go.
I think I walked out at that part. Because I remember them arguing. It's like, why don't you tell these parents in front of, why don't you tell the kids in front of their parents, or these parents in front of their kids, their child isn't good enough, is that what she said?
Exactly. And she said, well, pretty much she did. Because, Abby just really don't care about anyone's feelings or anything.
Okay. With Abby, I can't even get angry. Because I can, but you know what I mean. Same time, Abby is blunt. And I grew up with bluntness. I mean, for me, personally, I don't think I'd be so much offended because I've literally grown up with people just being honest with me. There's no tag. Abby just doesn't have tag. Like, she means well. I really sometimes think Abby means well. She just doesn't. The shade, is there shade on? It's like, she means well. I just don't think that she presents it well.
Well, I mean, she definitely has no, her presentation's horrible. Things sometimes are meant in the best sense, and it just depends on how you present it at the end of the day, if it comes across good or not. But at any rate, she don't have great presentation, but I will say, personally, I think that Abby, based off this first episode, she's a little bit more humble than she was before. It escalates a little bit further. Jill gets angry, gets upset. Kendall starts crying. She says, let's go. Her and Kendall walk out.
Abby doesn't yell behind them. Like
Abby's not yelling. Does. Yeah, she's not saying you're never going to work in this. She's like, not making them beg to come back. She's not doing any of that. They come back the next day, nothing said, and
she's not snarky towards them.
Exactly. It's sort of like they gave her a chill pill this season so far. It is just episode number 1. But she seems just a little bit more calm.
I think they saw this. I really think a lot of the stuff has to do with producers and how they film certain
most definitely.
stuff. And I really producers think, oh man, people are going to stop watching if Abby's still being mean.
No, because that was one of the, unfortunately, I particularly didn't like for her to be mean. But that was one of the things that people came back. Everybody loves to hate somebody. They love to hate somebody. That's just the way of life. And then they love the underdog, and Pornia has been the underdog for so long, so that's why she's got a huge following. Now, she's very talented, let's not get it wrong, but some of the other girls are extremely talented, and I don't like to compare a child to another, but she has been the underdog. So
just the one that kind of, I'm not so much to say gets cheated, just people overlook her sometimes.
Right.
Even though like you don't see that one little talented girl because you see all this, all the focus being on, there's nothing wrong with Maddie either because Maddie has worked very hard to do what she does. But they focus on Maddie because Maddie is amazing. She's in this and this and that. Not that Nia's not amazing, but Maddie's being in music videos with big names, movies, TV shows, and all these other things. Even before they relocated to LA when Maddie was doing Drop Dead Diva, she's just been in stuff, so you don't really hear about Pornia a whole lot.
Exactly. So, of course, the first dance of the season. And, of course, who were they going up against? Only the people that they lost to.
The only people they lost to.
Which I really do think that they were bad sports. I'm sorry. They touched bases a little bit on Girl Talk about it. And, I do think that the competition was crazy.
Yeah, because one girl won 2 different age divisions. It's you can't.
Exactly. I do think the competition was crazy and there was some weird things going on. But at the end of the day, you have to be professional and you have to be good sports about everything. So even, sort of just, she made, which we all feel like that about Abby anyway, but she made it just if I don't win, you're
It's
wrong.
rigged. Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
That bothers me. I just don't like cockiness. I understand confidence. You can be confident. Cockiness is something that I just really cannot stand.
Yeah.
And she was very cocky and very rude, disrespectful when she got up and left like that.
Yeah, and then the fact that when they're on this episode that Jeanette comes in and she's like, they beat them and so forth and so on. I mean, I thought that, sit down, take
It's
several
like,
seats
okay,
on
yes,
that one.
congratulations, but
yeah, I need you to take several seats, okay?
And it's just like, and I saw the dance but coming in to do a dance with the same name as if to poke fun, as if to rub it in the face. Oh yeah, we won a dance you did. We're gonna try to beat you again using your own name, by using the same idea that you had. So we're just gonna try to beat you again. Like I very didn't like that. I get it's probably personal. I get it was very personal to Jeanette sitting in a waiting room, but I don't think that's the reason why she did that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. She just wants to be on TV. Let's just be honest. She just wants to be on TV. So I don't really know if they're on any other episodes besides the first one. But she got her little time to shine. So, oh well. They go in to do the dances and stuff, and what we don't see is JoJo has a solo. Do you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yes, JoJo has a solo, and we didn't see that because they didn't show that. But Bren,
Why?
I guess because they wanted to highlight that Bren was dancing against Gavin for Jeanette, and the boys usually get more points than the girls simply because there's not a lot of male dancers in ballet.
And usually when they're there, they're really good.
Exactly. So
Bren
Bren and Gavin went up against each other, and Bren did excellent. Her technique is outrageous. Gavin didn't do too bad, but Bren did end up winning. So she proved herself like she wanted to prove herself. And then comes the group dance. So they do the Girl in the Bubble, which is a good dance. I was a little bit, just that much afraid for.
I was very afraid because the idea of those giant bubbles scares me. I always want to be asylum. I've always feel like I'm going to be trapped if I ever get stuck in those bubbles. And there's not enough oxygen.
I was very scared because I wasn't sure if JoJo was going to make it through without passing out. And she did a really good job.
And she almost did. She hinted at, you saw the very end of the dance where she kind of like hinted at, okay, it's getting hard to breathe. But she started acting like.
Oh, yeah.
And they're just like, they kind of opened the bubble a little bit, I think.
Yeah, they had to unzip it so she can get air. But that scared me just a little bit. But I think they did an awesome job. And Jeanette's team comes out to recreate their version of the waiting room because Jeanette had a personal attachment to it. So she wanted to do her spin on it. Well, they can't get everything set up. And of course, we all know Abby is going to make a big
Is
stink.
anybody timing this? Is it over 2 minutes? It's like, Abby.
And I'm not sure. I'm just going to be
Nobody
honest
else
with you.
cared.
I'm not sure if they would have beat them had Abby not made a big deal about it. I think both dances were amazing.
Like either way, you don't.
Yeah, I think both dances were amazing, and I do think the ALDC had the best opportunity to win. But I do think that they would have had a lot. The fact that they got points taken off of them because they took so long trying to set everything up and still came in second place lets you know that had that not happened, they may have beat them.
It would have been really, really close.
I mean, it was already really close. We don't know how much more, what the point difference.
Yeah, it's very rare that they tell you the point difference unless it's super close.
Right, and the fact that they came in second and they got points taken off because of that, and Abby didn't get points taken off for, being, late setting up or taking more time, and they came in second, that lets you know that they probably would have beat the ALDC.
I don't really like the way Abby did that, though.
No, I don't, but that's Abby. We can't change her.
She's interesting to watch. You never know what she's going to do, and when you think, oh, nobody's going to do that, Abby does it, and low-key, I can't even act front, oh my God, I hate that, because I kind of find it interesting. Alright, guys, that about wraps it up for us. So, from us to you, we'll see you next video. Have a good day.
Or next week. Peace. I don't know what that was. Peace.
Mom, why do you girls love to do that pose? Are you sure?